So we're going to talk about the rules pertaining to morality in general. Um, First of all, morality is about trying to do what is good. Um, and so let's first define what is good. To be good means that an act must accord with reason ordered toward our final fulfillment in God. So first of all, notice in this definition we include God in the definition of what is good, and also we include reason in the definition of what is good. So keep that in mind. I'm going to go over with you, first of all, what is required for an act itself to belong to the realm of moral responsibility. So there are 4 points here. The act must be voluntary. The one acting must know the intended end result. The one acting must know how the means leads to the end. And the one acting must be sentient. All right, so the next part here is we're going to talk about the moral determinants, how you decide if something is good or evil. Um, Point one, the goodness or evil of the act itself. We have to look at the act objectively if it's good or evil. The next part is we have to look at the circumstances surrounding the act. And finally, third, the intent of the one performing the act. So with these three, all three must be good in order for the act to be good. If any one of them is evil, then the act is evil. So let's look at the third one, the intent of the one performing the act. If somebody does something that's objectively good in itself but has an evil intent in doing it, then the act is morally evil. Um, and then the circumstances, of course, surrounding an act can affect whether or not the act is good or evil. Circumstances can be things like the place and time of the act or how it relates to attaining the end result. So what some people have said about these moral determinants is that we can never determine if an act is truly evil because we can never know all of the circumstances surrounding an act, but that is incorrect. The Catholic Church teaches that there are certain actions that are always evil to choose because choosing them involves a disorder of the will. All right, so that's why we have point one. If the act itself is evil, then regardless of the circumstances or the intent, it's morally evil. All right, so the next area is about requirements for an act to be morally good, and there's 4 points here. The act itself must be morally good or at least indifferent. The one acting may not positively will a bad side effect, but may permit it, right? The good effect must flow from the action at least as immediately in the order of causality as the bad effect. Now, what this means is basically you can't use a bad means to a good end. So if you do something and the immediate cause of what you're doing is the bad effect, and you expect the good effect to in turn be caused by that bad effect, then that is evil. But it is possible for it to be good if when you do something, then that something that you do is directly causing both the good and the bad side effect. And that brings us to our fourth point. The good effect must be sufficiently desirable to compensate for allowing the bad effect. So um, the bad effects certainly cannot outweigh the good effect. Otherwise, it's morally evil. And so that's the basic rules of morality. In the next section, I'm going to talk about following your conscience. So may God bless you.